Hey everybody, it's your old pal Chuck, and I am back with another review. And today we're taking a look at from the G.I. Joe classified line. This is the Cobra Infantry, otherwise known as the Cobra Trooper, also known as Cobra the Enemy. This is the mass retail release version of the Cobra Trooper. As many of you know, there is a Target exclusive under the Cobra Island subline. We'll get into that more in a little bit. I got this figure from Big Bad Toy Store, but it should be under the general laws and thoughts of logic available at all retailers. I know there's a listing on Amazon.com, but they are out of stock and it's being sold by third-party sellers. And I know this has been found in various brick and mortar retail establishments. At least that's what I've been told. Again, more on that later. We're starting off taking a look at the figure. From what I can figure out and have heard, this is just basically the Duke body in blue, a couple new bits here and there. And yeah, this is the Cobra Trooper. For many people, this is the face of Cobra, an iconic character, but infantryman of the 1980s. This was it. This was, for a lot of people, the first troop builder after the Imperial Trooper from the Star Wars line. I think if the Cobra Trooper hadn't been selling for all these decades, along with the Cobra Viper, which I put at number one as the most iconic Hasbro branded trooper, we wouldn't have things on Hasbro Pulse such as the Hydra Soldier, the AIM Soldier, and the Hellfire Club Guard. So yeah, let's pause, strip the figure down, and I'll show you everything that it comes with. Okay, so I've gone ahead and stripped the figure down, and here's what it comes with. First, we have its helmet. Again, very iconic to the Cobra Trooper. Next, we have its little Cobra version of the K-bar knife. I don't know if you can tell, but there's a little bit of a snake detailing right there. Let's see if I can do something and, just right there, but it's all in black, so that's nice. We have not one, but two of these little pistols, and if they look familiar, they should, because much like they've been doing recently in Marvel Legends, Hasbro has the designers for the G.I. Joe classified line took a little walk down the hall to visit their friends at Nerf, and this is actually based from the Nerf Vortex line, a mid to late 2000s line that instead of shooting darts, they shoot foam. The blasters shot foam discs. And this is either not the Praxis Prion, maybe. It was the smallest, cheapest blaster in the line. It was a one shot. The Prime would be back over here. They removed that, obviously. But yeah, this is what it's based on. You do get two of these, and there's holsters to hold them. So I think that's kind of cool. If you go back and watch some of my videos, I do actually have a review or two up for various Vortex blasters. Unfortunately, my reviewing of Nerf products didn't last as long. The community is not that friendly, and I just got tired of having to block and delete comments. So yeah, but anyway, speaking of Nerf, this is the rifle the Cobra Trooper comes with, and it is based on, probably my favorite Nerf, my second or first, it's either the Strife or this, but it's based on the Nerf Rapid Strike. The Rapid Strike is a fully automatic flywheel powered Nerf blaster, and this is it. And let me tell you, if you never got one, they're kind of hard to find now. There's some reshells out there under different lines, and there's a bit of an update under Elite 2.0. But if you can find an original or one of those repaints of the Rapid Strike, adjustable stock, a whole bunch of tactical, you know, you have a modular barrel, tactical rails. You can really have some fun with it. It's just a great fun blaster. I think on YouTube I do have somewhat of a review of it, or I know on Facebook somewhere I have a photo where I just trick it out into like a giant sniper rifle, and that's actually kind of interesting since a lot of the early Cobra weapons were meant to be modular in that regard. Like the Viper rifle is an assault rifle, but also a sniper rifle. So that's about it. What is missing from this kit is the sniper rifle, which is based on the Nerf Long Strike, and a rank sash. Those are exclusive to the Cobra Island version of the Cobra Trooper. Yeah, not exactly thrilled about that, since Hasbro said that they would make sure these figures got out, but it's like they do with Transformers when they said, we'll get the mold out. Yeah, when you hear that, that basically just means a repaint and not a wider release of the figure you want. So you just armor the Trooper up. Well, I think before we do that, let's take a look a little closer here at the Cobra Trooper. One thing I do like that is something that, you know, they've borrowed from other iterations of the Trooper is this front face mask isn't just cloth. It's actually a tactical face mask. I guess the Cobra knew something we didn't about people needing breathable face masks. But it is on a ball joint, but it's a ball joint with a hinge, so the head can go back that far, and then you can swing it down that far, and there is a neck joint there that gives you a little extra wiggle waggle. Yeah, straighten the arms out. Again, the arms are on. This feature, like other classified figures, I would say this features the enhanced articulation. So you have the butterfly joint in the armpit, universal joint at the shoulder, bicep swivel, double jointed elbows. So if you gotta, work it, and you can, a little over 90 degrees. Now on this hand, you do have rotation, but you also have the up and down movement, which is kind of hard to maneuver. I end up having to pull the hand out and then just rotating it. On this side, you have all the same movement, but the hand goes in and out. Now, personally, I think since this is the hand I tend to use with the rifle, I think that up and down movement might have been a little better. Or how about we stop with these hinge joints and just go with universal ball joints? But, more on that in a second. There is waist articulation, and there is an ab crunch, and you get a little more out of the back than out of the front. So there is that. Now, coming down to the below the waist is much like on the other Class 5 figures. There is a dropping hip system, which allows you to get a much wider range of movement. You do have swivel at the calf, double jointed, detented knees, swivel at the boot, rocker forward and back ankle articulation, and of course ankle pivot. So as you saw at the beginning, you can get it into some nice kneeling poses. Now, going to armor the figure up, just pop the helmet on. It does stay on with friction. Very mean expression on the head. One pistol goes into a holster right here. You can sort of get the arms to draw the pistol. It's a little tricky. Grab the knife. The knife can come in this way. I tend to use the knife with this hand, so yeah, that up and down movement kind of get a little knife wielding action going on. Do I have that in the right way? I'm never sure. I'm going to say yeah, maybe I got to do it. Did it this way? Does this way sit better? No, it was that way. I was right. Yeah, I was right. So, just like that, come around the back, and you have another holster to do a behind the back draw for the other pistol. That's a little bit easier to draw from. And as you notice here, you have 3 holes. One in the back, that's for a backpack, and then 2 here in the web gear. And that's where you can, with this peg, store the rifle. Now, in terms of drawing the rifle out, you can kind of do it. Maybe have it like across like this, And again, if you're wondering why there's two pegs, it's basically because that other peg is for the sniper rifle. Again, a little disappointed. One thing I do want to mention is I wish they found a better system than a peg like this. Maybe have the pegs on the back and have holes here, because if you hold the, I mean, if you have them holding the rifle with the right hand, that's going to stick out to the side. But if you use the left hand, which is shown on the packaging and the artwork, you can use this as like a secondary handle, which back in the day in the direct-to-consumer 3 3/4 inch line, that is how the the figure was shown holding the weapon. So there is that. But at the end of the day, it's really up to you. I mean, it doesn't look that bad. So, yep, I think that's about it for the Trooper. Great little embossed Cobra insignia. So let's pause, and I'll be back with my final thoughts. So here we are. This is our little title card preview pick of sorts. You know, when you scroll through the videos, this is hopefully what you'll see. I mean, when I put it up, this is also the Instagram sizzle pick. But I like the Cobra Trooper. Now, with that being said, I don't like how it's being distributed. As I mentioned, the first version of this figure is exclusive to the Cobra Island subline, which is exclusive to Target. And as I'm sure many of you know, that line is basically impossible to find. I hope with everything calming down now, personally, I felt that stores like Target were not stocking things like action figures as much as they would, just to keep people from shopping for unnecessary items. So now, again, things going back to normal. You'll find them in abundance, but if not, that's kind of unfair, because I'd really like to have the sniper rifle and the sash. And that goes into my other thing. Now, this is a troop building item. The figure, the idea is to buy multiples. And I know there are people who troop build, to which I have to say, and I have to implore you, I don't think right now you should be troop building. I do not think the classified line is a troop building line right now. It is impossible to get these figures. I had to get this and pre-order it off of Big Bad Toy Store. They're charging $22 for it. Amazon wants $30. If I go on eBay, these are going for anywhere between $40 and $50. The Cobra Island versions are going for even higher because of their exclusivity. The G.I. Joe classified figures are not getting into the hands of collectors, are not getting into the hands of fans. They are getting into the hands of resellers, and you know, that goes to my next point. Don't feed the scalpers. This is a $25 figure at best. Not a $30 figure, not a $40 figure, certainly not a $50 or higher figure. I just can't understand the justification or the logic to overpaying that much, because, you know, as some people have said, Hasbro is paying attention and they are seeing how much people are willing to pay for their figures, and that can just really hurt us in the long run. You know, having to pay double than what we are now, and that's coming straight from Hasbro. And I think retailers like Amazon are looking, and they'll adjust their algorithms. There's no doubt in my mind, if they ever get the Cobra Trooper in stock, the minute that the stock of that figure goes below a certain point, they will charge $30 to $35 for it. So, yeah, as JC from Toy News International said, look, be aggressive, but ultimately prepare yourself to have to just let go. I've resigned myself to the fact that I probably will never get Major Blood or the Cobra Viper or even Beachhead. And that's a shame, and that's really why I've been soured on the classified line, and I was one of its strongest proponents claiming that this was really the next evolution that G.I. Joe had to go to. Because, it is doing what I thought it would do, and that's attracting 6-inch scale action figure buyers and bringing them into the brand just because they have a familiarity with GI Joe, and this is now in the scale that they collect, and they can get the characters that they want. But they theoretically could, but they can't. And that's about it. It's a great figure, but it's not a $30 figure. So just keep that in mind. People tend to say they have the right to do what they want with their money, and I think you need to start thinking it's more like a privilege, because when you exercise your privilege to pay $50 for a figure, you're basically making it harder for guys like me who can't and don't want to pay $50 for a $20 figure. That's about it. Cobra Trooper, great figure, in stock at Big Bad Toy Store right now. So you can go there, get yourself one, have fun with it. And hopefully, a few months from now, people will be complaining about this and the Cobra Island version clogging shelves. So if you like this review, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. While I will always appreciate the views, the likes, comments, and subscriptions help communicate to YouTube through their algorithms that my channel should be promoted, exalted, and held upon high. And if you want to make the ultimate sign of support, please consider signing up for my Patreon. It is www.patreon.com/chuckdog1999. Hyperlink in the description below. Finally figured out how to do that. No thrills, no tiers, no special rewards. All I ask for is $1 a month, $12 a year. And it's helping me help you, help me to help you bring figures like the Cobra Trooper to you, as well as keeping up the infrastructure of the channel. But as I always say, the Patreon is just the cherry on top of an incredibly generous sundae. So if you can't swing the $1 a month, $12 a year, and all you can really do is just watch my videos, that is more than enough, and I am so appreciative of that. So with that being said, this is your old pal Chuck for the Cobra Trooper, Cobra Infantry, Cobra the Enemy. We will see you next time.